everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing World of Myths, and World of Myths is actually sponsoring me for this video, so a big thank you to them. If you want to check out the game, it's in the link down below. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So I did get up to level 5, ranked 5, so I can actually play ranked now. Still sticking with default decks because I don't have enough cards to really add too much value to the other ones, and so we're going to go ahead and go with the Norse one. Let's jump into the gameplay, see how this does, and wish me luck. All right, up against Poseidon, bring it on, and S. Prescott, bring it on. That actually reminds me of Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventure. I think that's what that's referencing. All right, confirm. This is pretty decent. I always like starting with a mercenary and pass the turn. He's pretty good. It means that they have to put out quite a bit of power for defense in order to stop us on this next turn. So making us lose 1 endurance. Okay, so they had an answer. That works. That twerks. All right, we're going to put this guy on the left and pass the turn. Next turn, we may just bring out Odin. Or we get to kill at least this guy. Poseidon comes out. Interesting. This guy is going to get bigger. Cannot attack, though. This is only if it has power 2 or less, and it does not now. All right, well, if they defend, let's go ahead and attack Poseidon. I wish that you can change up stuff after the fact. Let's go ahead and attack. So if we kill Poseidon, he dies. Like they lose the game at that point. All of our guys get buffed. That's really what we're going for, is winning a defense. I figured that he wouldn't block him. Like this guy is worth blocking if we're going for one of these, but not just after Poseidon, which he can just choose never to bring him back out. I don't think I can attack him from here. The weakest unit's going to gain some power. I've got the power. That's if it on the death stare. We can also bring out Odin. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, I don't want him to be attacking, but I can't switch anything. So 7, they have 7 to block with. This guy cannot defend, so we're gonna for sure get some damage in. Let's go ahead and attack here. We just want to be winning attacks and keeping back blockers so that we can do enough damage. We lose 1 guy. I meant to attack with this guy instead, but we get to at least keep him out. Now this is only if it, so the pedestal apparently only works if they're up here. That's good to know. All right, so we're going to go ahead and block. Bring out the dwarves. Make all of these guys lose 1 power. And I think we cannot attack at the moment. They actually lose a lot by blocking. They can block with both these guys. One of our guys gets more power if he dies. Can't defend. Oh, some of these guys can't attack though, so they're for sure going to be good blockers. I think we actually just passed the turn, and the reason why is because they can only have 5 units out on the battlefield at one time, and so at this moment they actually don't have any, they can't play any of their cards basically until after attacking. And so we're making them do something with their board, or bring out Poseidon, which is great. If they can attack with everything, we're going to be swinging all in at him. All right, 7. Is it worth blocking with all of our stuff? We lose 2 guys, getting some power. This is just endurance. We're going to say no defense, and we're actually going to go all out at Poseidon here. All right, so this gives us more power for this turn, which they have 6 defense. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. This will give us 12. So this should be enough for lethal. Unless they have something else here. But as soon as he dies, we win. Target unit gets +2 power. Okay, so they have another blocker. So we don't kill him, he goes down to 2. And unfortunately, we can't do anything else really to stop him. So that was a little bit risky. That was pretty annoying that we didn't get it. But it was a close call. Like, we did go for lethal. Had a good shot at it. We're not that behind on board. They had to block pretty aggressively there. So now they're trying to decide what they can do. They did lose a lot of creatures. They have tons of cards in hand. This guy's massive. All right, so if we bring this out, this guy will die, and he loses some power. And we can bring out Poseidon and try to attack in, but then we're pretty light on defense at that point. Let's go ahead and just bring out the Boreal Giant, and I think that we just don't do anything here. Just pass the turn. This is a fun game. There's a lot of extra strategy in here. It is, I don't have that many great cards yet, and so all these ones that they have better stuff, I would love to have that. Actually, maybe that does come with it. The unit in front cannot defend or attack, so I think that's... I'm not sure what that means. That means this person here, if ever it says in front. No clue whatsoever. Okay, attacking here. Alright, they're gonna lose 2 guys here in the process. It's worth losing 1 guy to defend this and not have to have anything more die. Okay. Okay, let's bring out the Huldra. That guy dies. We can attack with him. They'd have to defend with everything. This guy cannot attack, so there's definitely a defender available. Next turn, we have a pretty good chance to attack. We do get rid of one of their guys here by going in. So I think it is worth attacking just to trade off these 2. And if they decide to block here, then we get more. There's definitely value in attacking here. It might have been better to attack here, but I do want the chance. So now if they did let anything through, she would have also died. But they just lost 2 of their guys for 1 of ours. We do lose some endurance, but we're fine with that at the moment. Slimy leprechaun. Priest of the melee. Lots of power here. Not a lot, though. Not too much. All right, again, they're trying to make us lose a creature here as well. We are going to block. And let's go block here. We've not been drawing very well off the top. That's for dang sure. If we bring out Poseidon, this actually could be pretty powerful for us. All of these guys can still defend if need be. So let's go ahead and bring out Poseidon. We're going to attack center. If they defend to a point where they can like stop us, they have to defend with the Medusa. So Medusa's dead, and that's enough value by itself. Now we have a more commanding board state than they do. And we can take some hits to Odin if they try to go that way. We do need to start going for card draw. We've been trying so hard to go for the center. Let's see where they attack. All right. This means that we have a pretty big hit that we can get in. So no defense. This guy gets bigger. That is a really bad one for us to have get bigger. This guy cannot defend. I'm debating if I want to bring out Poseidon here. It can be dangerous because we cannot defend unless we leave this guy back. But I think that we're going to go for it. And go ahead and go dead center. This way they have to either let it all through. Yeah, so they let it all through, which is what we were hoping for. It's a little bit of a risk. This means that Poseidon's going to take some damage. But we also have if they do go center, we can block here. What are these? Cannot defend. All right. Cannot attack. Oh, man. Rough. That's fine. No defense. We want to keep this guy on the battlefield while we're not drawing enough cards for anything of value. This guy cannot defend. So we're going to at least bring someone down with us. Might as well here. It's too scary to bring out Odin at this point. At the same time, it might be our best chance. This guy for sure blocks. If we go with Odin, we might kill something else. This guy may block. All right, attack in for 5. I'm assuming they block here and here. Which means I'm not sure if this guy can attack then after the fact. I really don't understand. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I think it depends on if you win the attack or not, but it's never been explained. So it's a little bit interesting. This guy loses endurance. Okay. Yeah, so this guy can't attack now. And this guy gets bigger. That's not good. I think that we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Oh, man. Amaterasu. Bring it on, Amaterasu. Let's do this madness. All the expensive things we will get rid of. Okay, this is better. I like the Raiders because it has the endurance. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring out the Elite Mercenary, bring this down on the left, and try to attack in here to make a 3-3 with 2 endurance. We'll see if we can make that a reality. Or just bring out a defender here. Pass the turn. This is such a good turn 3 play. This is the reason why I think Amaterasu is the best right now. As far as the default, it's just because she has a lot better abilities overall. Like, we have to block with both to even stay in the game at this point. Well, maybe not. Of course, now we can't undo anything that we do. I really don't like that about this. I passed the turn. We're losing a lot of people for this. Yep. No blocks. Yeah, I think Amaterasu, and this is the thing too, is starting first has so much value. Let's just go ahead and shrink them down a little bit. It's not going to help much. Man, any attack that they bring in, we just have to take. We can play... Yeah, we're done. Pass the turn. I really don't even know what we can do at this point. If you have the first... This is probably the one issue I do have with this game. Sometimes I love the game so far overall, but whoever gets the first swing in has 10 times more advantage than anyone else. And like, we just can't do anything to defend this. Like, there's no value in defending at the moment. And they can just keep their power going, going, and going. And so that is something that gets a little bit frustrating with this game. They shouldn't be able to defend after attacking, or was there just one person that attacked? We're going to go ahead and swing in. We have to try for something here, which they can just block and just keep holding up power. Loses endurance. Yep. No defense is worthwhile at the moment. Yeah, we're just getting crushed. That is one big issue with this game I'm noticing is once you start losing, you just keep on losing. There's not really something you can do about it. Pass the turn. As long as their deck is built around, you know, keeping endurance up or anything like that. Brings out Amaterasu. We're going to block with the 2 here, just so that they have to attack again. Cannot attack, cannot defend is not really going to help us much here. And we're going to go ahead and concede. There's no way out of that game.
Odin versus Amaterasu.
I get rid of these guys. We just need more power. Anything that can give us power is really good. So this guy is perfect for what we're looking for. Unless, of course, they bring out this guy. Then we're just in trouble. All right, well, we're going to go for the counter attacks. Hope that they don't have a good defender. This is for endurance. Yep. No defense. We'll take it. We're going to attack in here. They can block with both. Is this whenever... Alright, goes ahead and blocks. Yeah, Amaterasu, if they get this creature first, is just one of the most broken decks. It's just so hard to stop 3 power immediately. Alright, this we can block. This is only the weakest power of 2 or less, so I guess we can kill here. So that's nice. And pass the turn. They can go in for a really big swing here, which is probably the best thing for them. All right, again, we're just going to block where for 1, just so that they have to attack here again. Just make it not worth their time, really. We just don't have enough power in our cards. We're very reliant on other things going well for us. Let's go ahead and put this on the left. So we have enough to block completely their turn. But then we lose all of our side, basically. Pass the turn. I think this is still the best. We get Boreal Giant as well. Whew, all right, that's good. If they attack here, we can't do anything. Oh, all right, they're just gonna get more power. Cool. Same thing here. Let's just go ahead and block. Make it so they have to play something else again. These guys are just getting way too powerful for us. And unfortunately, you can't undo this once you click into it. I was debating if I wanted to, but now that we've clicked it, you can't stop. And so we go ahead and attack. Yeah, lose some guys. Definitely worth their time to do that. What is that? With power 5 or more? That'd be nice to have. Yeah, we just don't have the right stuff here. I mean, might as well defend since we're going to lose them anyway. Let's see if we can find anything good off the top. That's not bad. It's just not enough. One power when a blessing is played? Is this a blessing? I personally don't know how this game works. Because I don't think that's a blessing. I think blessing is actually a type, and that's a monster, not a blessing. But apparently I'm way off. All right, so we have 8 power to stop, and we are dead. We're up against Zeus. Bring it on. All right, so we have Odin. And we have a lot of cheap things, which is actually decent in this deck. We can get out a lot of value early on. I'm not sure if we want that many. I do want a 3 mana spell or something. There we go. And a really big one. All right, whenever an opponent plays a curse, I think we actually want to get out both of these guys this turn. And we will pass the turn. So Odin is also something can get out. We could have played him right away. I forget that that's a possibility. Because then we can actually attack right away. And whenever you win an attack with 2 or more attackers, all friendly units gain power +1. Anyway, so we're gonna get out this guy so we can get his power a little bit bigger. Go ahead and swing in at. There we go. Swing in at. Giving him endurance, or do we just give him more power right now? Let's go ahead and give him more power and draw a card. Attack in. Those guys die. They lost their endurance. Again, if you guys haven't seen this yet, so endurance is these 2 things on the right. If soon as they attack or defend, they lose in endurance. If you attack different temples, then you get spoils. So spoils for the left side, draw 1 card. Your leftmost unit gains +2 power. He was our only unit left, so he got some power. And they actually just kind of helped us with playing a curse. We're playing up against ranked, and so this is my first time playing ranked. I'm not sure what kind of people we're running into here. So whenever this guy doesn't attacks not alone, he gets +2. So this is going to be a good one to bring out. Let's go ahead and bring it out. Oh, and they also gave him like summoning sickness type thing, it looks like. All right, so let's get this guy out here. I think that'll be for the goodest. And pass the turn. The other option that we have sometimes is to play Odin himself out. If they don't have too many other creatures, it might be a good idea for us, as long as they're not going to be able to hit Odin for too much. In fact, we might do it on... let's see. We can't really do it and play this guy. What's going to be better? Let's get this guy out here. Let's go ahead and get him on... We'll put him smack dab in the middle, because it does depend on if they're in the rightmost unit or the leftmost unit. So let's go ahead and attack here. We're going to go ahead and swing again at this one. All right, they take it all. That's kind of what I figured. I wanted to get it off the battlefield. Or off the... I don't know the right word to say it. But yeah, so we attacked with 2 creatures and we won. So we get the 1 power on all of our creatures. That's why I wanted this guy out there instead of Odin. Just so he would get the benefit. Because he's technically a unit where Odin is not. I'm trying to figure out all of the terminology, how it works, because they don't actually explain too much in this game. It's still pretty new, but I kind of like that sometimes. It's actually pretty fun. All right, so they're attacking in. If we block with this guy or this guy, then they die. So we're going to block with the guy with 2 endurance, defend. And we need things that have endurance. Target unit and its adjacent unit lose 1 power. So I could just make these guys both lose some power. Guarantee that we kill this one, basically. This guy can't attack. This guy will get big enough, though, to do it anyway. Or we just go for the giant. I think it's just going to be better to play the giant here. Especially if we can go a couple turns in a row. And they actually can't block anyway enough here, so... Pretty good stuff. They're going to go ahead and defend, which doesn't make sense. This guy loses power equal to his endurance. I don't know why they didn't do it to someone else. What just happened? Pretty sure we should have done damage to that. I have no clue why that just happened the way it did. Like, no clue. That's one issue with this, is I really wish that I knew more about how things work in this game. Let's go ahead and play this guy here. We're gonna have quite a bit of power on the battlefield for next turn, so I think we have a hope of just winning on the next turn. So let's go ahead and attack into the center. This means that they have to block. We can also get someone with a little bit more power with Odin. Why are we not doing damage to the temple? I'm really confused as to why this isn't working. Let's go ahead and block with this guy. He really doesn't matter. I have no clue why we're not just destroying these places. We should be winning. So something is broken apparently right now. That's interesting. Let's attack again. Go to defense. Now he kills everything. Which you're not usually supposed to be able to cast that at that time. And there's nothing that said that he could cast it at that time, as far as I know. Dude, what is going on here? This is ridiculous. Okay. Let's go ahead and concede. No clue why that wasn't working for us. All right, we just got a new pack out of all this too. So let's go ahead and test out the new pack, see if we can get some cards to help out our stuff, because we apparently don't have enough to really play in ranked yet. And I think that this game, I really like where it's going. I think that winning the die roll has a big effect on the game, though, like a massive effect. Just getting the 1/1 blocker that can't attack, I don't think is strong enough. I think it needs to be a 2 power, or a 1 that has 2 endurance or something like that. I actually 2 power and 1 endurance would probably be enough to at least keep it somewhat okay. But if the Amaterasu gets that 3 power thing that has a trait, there's just nothing you can do if they win the die roll with that, because there's no other cards you can play that really counteract that on the first play. So I think there's a couple things that in this game that I'm intrigued by or whatever, that I love the gameplay if it can. There's just some things that make it a little bit hard to keep to play if you don't win the die roll, I guess. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.